still happening with those drums. I don't know what it is, what setting happened here, but I heard
Sounds nice.
Oh, good. Thank you. You sound nice, and you look lovely. Speaking of lovely, did you see what I've got
You're a
now?
disturbing person.
Oh, yeah. Better get used to this, Alice. Here we go.
Keep your shoehorn to
I'm
yourself.
not. No, I'm not. I'm going to prod you with it. Prepare to be prodded. It's a brass
No.
shoehorn. Yeah.
No.
You're getting prodded. All right. So now, okay. So let me start right here. There's a weird thing happening. There's a bunch of stuff that happened today. First of all, the General Raising Cane came out this morning. He talked to everybody about stuff. Hegseth talked to everybody about stuff. And Rubio talked to everybody about stuff. Actually, maybe we'll start with Rubio, actually, because this has Gerry Callahan very upset. My friend Gerry Callahan is very upset. Jerry's, like, losing it.
Why is Gerry upset?
You'll see in just a second. So, y'all ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Y'all ready for this?
I'm so extremely
Oh,
ready.
this isn't even you. Okay, but it's fine. Okay, listen to this. This is Rubio talking to people today. Can I just say something first?
Yes.
You see this judge, Kara Crystal, who nominated, just released 2 men accused of trying to meet up with a 15-year-old girl to rape her and $0 bill?
I saw that story.
Judge
She's hot.
She's
so
hot as hell.
You're
I'm fine.
okay with her
Let them all go. I'm
releasing
fine.
all the pedophiles.
I'm fine. She is a
because
smoke
she's hot.
show.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, here's Rubio.
Good to know where you stand.
This is where that has Gerry Callahan very upset. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I should find it from Gerry first. Let me find it from Gerry. Well, you don't follow Gerry.
I do follow
I'm on your
Gerry. What are you
account here.
talking about? I do follow Gerry.
Oh, hola.
Hola, what?
Another Kara Crystal. I'm sorry, I'm a Kara Crystal guy to the end. Gerry says to this, holy bleep. The most articulate and thoughtful member of the Trump cabinet basically just said that Israel made us do it. Not good. What's going on? So here's Rubio today talking about what Gerry is talking about. And I want you to tell me if you glean from it what Gerry did.
The States conducted this operation with a very clear goal in mind. I haven't had a chance to see a lot of reporting. I don't understand what the confusion is. Let me explain it to you, and I'll do it once again as clearly as possible. Perhaps you'll report it that way. The United States is conducting an operation to eliminate the threat of Iran's short-range ballistic missiles and the threat posed by their Navy, particularly to naval assets. That is what it is focused on doing right now, and it's doing quite successfully. I'll leave it to the Pentagon and the Department of War to discuss the tactics behind that and the progress that's being made. That is the clear objective of this mission. The second question that's been asked is, why now? Well, there's two reasons why now. The first is it was abundantly clear that if Iran came under attack by anyone, the United States or Israel or anyone, they were going to respond against the United States. The orders had been delegated down to the field commanders. It was automatic, and in fact, it bared to be true, because in fact, within an hour of the initial attack on the leadership compound, the missile forces in the south and in the north, for that matter, had already been activated to launch. In fact, those had already been pre-positioned. The third is the assessment that was made that if we stood and waited for that attack to come first before we hit them, we would suffer much higher casualties. And so the president made the very wise decision. We knew that there was going to be an Israeli action. We knew that that would precipitate an attack against American forces. And we knew that if we didn't preemptively go after them before they launched those attacks, we would suffer higher casualties and perhaps even higher those killed. And then we would all be here answering questions about...
All right. So once again, Gerry says, holy bleep, the most articulate and thoughtful member of the Trump cabinet basically said that Israel made us do it. Not good. Take away.
Well, it's interesting because before we did this show, I was listening to the 5 just to catch up on the news.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Jessica Tarlov's take also. So,
oh, wow.
So
wow, Gerry
Tarlov.
Tarlov.
Jessica Tarlov, same take.
Wow, Gerry.
Which is Israel made us do it, basically, is the take. And that's a take that I am sure has appeal to some people on the right as well as to some people on the left, the Israel made us do it take. Especially, I mean, and her point was kind of like that's why Witkoff and Jared Kushner were involved in this, is because they're the BB whisperers and Netanyahu made us do it. And so we're stuck because our ally is doing this.
Wow. So, and what's your take on this? I know you're going to be a pussy and not go after Gerry, but what?
I mean, I think it's a reasonable assessment of the situation.
Do you think Israel made us do it?
No, I think that if we have information that 2 chess moves away, Iran is going to attack us and they're already in position to do it based on stuff that we know is going to happen, that it would be an embarrassment not to, to go out there today if we hadn't done it first. And, we had let Iran attack us and we knew all the steps that were going to happen in advance to know that this was going to happen.
Well,
if
should we be forced by Israel to follow their lead?
Are we forced by Israel, or do we know stuff that's going to happen in advance?
Right. So I agree with you. I think that it was always a joint mission. We just knew that Israel would start. So we would have to neutralize Iran's capabilities beforehand. And so that's what's happening. Israel wasn't going to, by itself, kill the...
No, if Trump and Witkoff and Kushner and whoever were like, no, absolutely do not do this, you don't have our support, of course Israel wouldn't do it. Do you think they would?
No.
Like, I can't imagine.
But also they'd be dealing with a whole hell of a lot of missiles hitting Tel Aviv, and there's already some that are hitting Tel Aviv. No, I don't think so. I think that it was a joint combined effort. And but Rubio's doing...
I think the Great Satan is controlled by the Jews is a take that has appeal to a bunch of people across the political spectrum. But that's and there's varying degrees of how deeply people believe that, but that's at the essence what a bunch of people believe about Israel on October 7th and the United States actions in the Middle East.
Well, yeah, and that's what, it's really... congratulations to Democrats. You've done a great job of making Americans hate Jews. You really have. Just follow the money. Yep, see?
It's all about the Benjamins, says Ilhan Omar.
Seriously. Oh my goodness.
Really. That's but that's the narrative on... I mean, it's been the narrative on the left for a long time and, and amongst certain portions of the right. And it's not new on the right, to be fair. Even like Ron Paul, who I liked even, but I've never been quite the non-interventionist side of being like libertarian-ish, even when I was pretty young. But like Ron Paul was saying this stuff about Iran, whatever that is, 10, 15 years ago now, saying stuff like, oh, Iran's not really a threat. Israel's the only one in the Middle East with nukes, blah, blah, blah. Like, essentially saying this same stuff. And so that's been a thing on the right as well for a long time, on that sort of more populist side of the right that has been out there. And I think, Trump has made bedfellows with a lot of the more populist right.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
That includes Ron Paul and Ross Perot type of voters and, people who are more non-interventionist and more, I think part of being non-interventionist is this thing that happens where you have to decide that things that happen around the world aren't really our business and don't really affect us. So that means that you kind of have to go into denial about certain bad actors and say that they're not really that bad. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, if you're going to go around saying that there's no reason for the United States to be involved abroad, then you kind of have to take the position that certain countries and leaders and regimes are not as bad as, the Lindsey Grahams of the world say that they are. You have to kind of stake out that ground. And the people that I know that are the people that are the more like non-interventionist, I'm specifically thinking of my dad, the more like wacky wing of the Republican Party, as it were. He is very upset that we've invaded Iran, and that, we're doing that.
Right.
He's upset that we're against Putin. He's upset that, like, all that stuff. So that is the position it is. He's also not a big fan of Jews, so take it for what you will. Mark in the chat says Jessica Tarlov is Jewish. It doesn't necessarily mean that much in today's day and age. I mean, like, do you think so?
No, God, no.
So
I'm attacking Gerry right now.
What? Oh, but that was Jessica Tarlov's take, was that Israel made us do it, basically. So, and I think if that's what you want to go out there and hear, then when Marco Rubio says that, that's what you're going to hear.
Right. I don't think that's Gerry's thing necessarily. I think that he... There's no way that BB's doing any of this stuff without us. At all.
Of course not.
He freaking owes his... Like, BB is a Trump devotee and always will be for the rest of his days.
But did you notice that in the photos that the White House posted, I saw people talking about this on Twitter, that like they posted one picture and it was like Trump and Rubio and like those guys. And then there was another picture from like a different room. I forget exactly. And that one was like JD Vance and Tulsi Gabbard and like the like non-interventionist people. And somebody had commented on it and said like, look, they get their own kids table. Like, because I do think that Trump wanted to do this. I don't think that Israel or anybody else made us do it. I don't think anybody could make us do it if they wanted to. But I also think that there has been a power struggle within the Trump administration between these different wings of the party, and I think that the Marco Rubio, Lindsey Graham wing won this round. Do you not think so?
Well, I do. And actually,
but I think that Trump's instincts are more there than with the Tuckers and JD Vances necessarily.
Yes.
Less so maybe than some people. I certainly think that Trump in 2016 was certainly the most non-interventionist person in the Republican party.
He certainly ran like that. Now, he did lob some missiles around the world.
Going after the Bushes. I'm saying in 2016 on the campaign in the Republican primary, going after the Bushes, specifically Jeb for like his brother's foreign policy. His comments about John McCain were like unheard of in terms of the Republican Party.
Who was the candidate? Just words. Was that Duvall? Oh, no, it was Duvall and Brock. Both said just words. You know that? Yeah, because David Axelrod gave them both that. They say that, this war's going to last. Just words. It's not just words. But with Trump, yes, it was just words. Mm-hmm. I mean, his attack on Jeb Bush for George Bush lying about weapons, I never agreed with that. Obviously, I'm pro Iraq War.
You're for Iraq War.
Yeah.
Still.
But I respected that he was going politically cynically smart. Mm-hmm. Why not just make the narrative that easy? No more foreign wars. Lied about weapons. Like no other Republican would ever say that. That's how you start a populist candidate.
Yeah,
like you say that. You say that about McCain.
Yeah, he threw off the yoke of the sort of neocon foreign policy from the GOP. Absolutely.
Yes. But
at the end of the day, he's a boomer Republican.
Well, yeah.
Who likes Israel and likes Bibi and
also,
doesn't like Iran.
Right. And also, at the end of the day, no president ever runs, or very rarely does a president run on, I'm going to take us into war. Yeah. But then you're taking people into war. You think Johnson wanted to continue Vietnam? think Kennedy wanted to inherit Vietnam? Hell no. Do you think Nixon wanted to have to deal with Vietnam? Hell no. None of them wanted any of that crap. It's like, it was like terrible for it. Nobody.
As a matter of fact, didn't FDR win being the person who wasn't going to take us into World War II?
Yes, and W ran on that too. That he was not, nation building was over. Like, what you say in the campaign, it just FYI, and then what you do when it really happens, they're totally different. And if you don't get that, then you're just new at this, and I don't know what to say. But yeah, so now we've got a good split. It's Gerry and Matt Walsh versus me, my guy Rubio, and my
Lindsey
guy
Graham.
Lindsey Graham, who I've always liked, by the way.
No, of course you have.
I've always what? You calling me gay? I've always liked Lindsey Graham. I've always liked I've liked Lindsey since the 90s when he was impeaching Clinton. He was great. I'm with the old school guys on this. And so that's the split right now. And now Matt Walsh is now at it with who's it? Abe Greenwald? Is that who he's at?
Abe Greenwald was retweeting him, yeah.
Right. Which is a tough one for me. Because
you love both of them.
I love both of them. I love Matt Walsh. I think his show is awesome. And I love it. Hold on.
I think Matt Walsh, though, for a while has deliberately been playing both sides of the Republican Party thing.
Yeah, and also he has been pretty out there. Like, I don't think... let me find him. Oh, come on. All my accounts are yours. God, get off of my stuff.
I'm not on
lady.
Your stuff. I also think that Matt Walsh doesn't enjoy doing foreign policy that much.
I think you're right.
I don't think it's his like strong suit as a commentator. I think he'd be happy like never to talk about foreign policy at all.
I think that's fair to say.
But yeah, because he always tries to do the like, I just don't care about stuff happening outside the United States thing. But yeah, like I say,
Ooh.
if you're gonna really, what are you seeing pasta on Instagram?
To be fair, it's what I posted when I retweeted the link. I just added a video of the tweezer things I have now, which have changed.
Your pasta tweezers.
Oh. All right, so here's Abe Greenwald and Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh is angry. He says, I can't take the gaslighting, guys. I really can't. Conservatives are now running around saying Iran has been waging a war on us for 47 years. Okay, then, why didn't any of you call for an attack on Iran at any point until now? Do you know somebody who called for an attack on Iran?
Sitting right across from
Damn
me.
straight. Probably 3 years ago. Why didn't you make a case for Trump ending the war, not starting it until precisely the moment when Trump did it? You and I both know that you are latching on to a talking point you never used until 45 seconds ago. You and I both know that almost every conservative influencer in the business was opposed to war with Iran until just now. And now you're trying to use justifications that stretch back decades. Sorry about that. It doesn't make any sense. If you changed your mind, fine. Say so. Explain why. You're allowed to change your mind. I've changed my mind about things, but just don't try to rewrite history. Be honest about it. There's too much at stake to play these games. To which Abe Greenwald said, in June, the anti-neocons argued that neocons were upset with mere bombing because we've been desperate for regime change. Today, they argue that we never wanted regime change until Friday. And Abe Greenwald and the commentary people have obviously wanted regime change.
Right. They wanted war with Iran.
Yeah.
Because they control America.
No, that's according to you. But so like, I don't really get it here. I understand that there's this. My problem is that, and we've talked about this last night. We talked about it. It became a style thing. It's almost as if, like, vaping's a style thing, where suddenly we're not smoking cigarettes anymore and we're all vaping. Suddenly we're all no more forever wars, and you didn't want to attack Iran because, like, and that's been a blind spot for some of these younger Republicans. And Matt Walsh is probably 10 years younger than me, maybe even more. I think that's where it is. That's where it is. Mm-hmm. And I think it's like, it's an age difference thing, and we talked about it yesterday, where you don't. It's this platitude. These platitudes off of the MAGA thing of Trump. I think it's not fair. I think it's foolish to assume that Trump is an ideologue. He's not. He doesn't believe in no foreign wars. God damn it, come on. The same way he doesn't believe that Mexico was going to pay for it. I'm for him saying that anyway because it's politics and you have to win stuff. But Jesus, I don't believe in freaking unicorns, man.
Well, I don't think Trump believes in nation building. I'll put it that way. I don't think that he thinks we should be in foreign countries like propping stuff up for decades.
No, I think that's right, but that's not how he would put it. Trump doesn't believe in nation building. What Trump doesn't believe in is treated like a chump, where we take care of you, give you all sorts of stuff, and you stiff us, and the U.S. gets the short end of the stick.
Right, that's probably true.
Yeah, he doesn't believe in that.
He's like, we should have gotten the oil. That's like his
which
thing.
actually I agree with too.
Yeah, no, his thing is not no blood for oil. It's if we're doing blood, that we should at least get oil out of it.
Yeah, and stop being a chump.
Right. So, but I do think there's like a horseshoe theory thing that happens here where a bunch of populist, libertarian-ish people end up sounding like Code Pink.
Yeah.
And that has been true. Like I say, I mean, that's been true going back to like Ron Paul and probably even before. I don't know as much about those people, but like to Buchanan and stuff like that. Like that there's like, I mean, horseshoe theory is a real thing. That's the like, if you go far enough right, you end up over kind of by the people on the far left.
Sure. And like this morning, like Jeff Kuhner's, he's a terribly talentless host for WRKO, and he's like, they're starting World War III. Lindsey Graham is starting World War III. The neocons are back. It's going to lead us into World War III. Meanwhile, it doesn't blame Trump at all, which I love, is that these Republicans who are happy to tell you that it's all the neocons around Trump that are causing it, but Trump is just like,
yeah, Kushner and Marco Rubio have led him to this.
Yeah. Nobody else here.
But like I say, I think in a lot of ways, Trump has kind of boomer sensibilities about the Middle East in particular. And like Iran and all those things.
Yes. Trump sees coastlines, gorgeous Mediterranean and, like gorgeous blue, light blue sea front properties and things like that. And he's like, why are you blowing everything? Why is everybody blowing everything up always? Why are these terrorists stopping? It's all just primal. Trump sees these guys controlling the Strait of Hormuz, and he's like, wait, why do these thugs get to do that? Why do these thugs get to put American sailors on their knees? And it disgusts him. And it was the same thing in the 80s when he's like, why do the Japanese get to undercut us with steel? I mean, kill our engines. Like, what? He's got this just very primal, patriotic, nationalistic bent to him. Mm-hmm. And it's not too deep, but he doesn't want us to look like suckers, which is why he goes over to Europe and pushes people around, sometimes literally. These European leaders. He's like, you heard him with Zelensky. Like, you have no cards. Putin has all the cards. Well, Trump also says we have all the cards. Like, why are you treating us like chumps? You think I'm stupid? I'm from New York. I'm a real estate guy. You don't think I noticed that you're not paying the rent? That you're treating me like an a-hole? That's like how he speaks. That's how he thinks. Mm-hmm. And I don't really have a problem with it. It's centered in the general principles of a capitalistic democracy where there has to be some kind of fairness. Remember how he used to say you were being dishonest or honest? You know, that's all he wanted from New York.
Very honest.
Yeah, New York Times, exactly. Or it's just honesty.
He
That's
called
it.
you very honest once.
Yes. And when I wasn't being very honest, or I forgot what I wrote about him, when I called him P.T. Barnum, he had his secretary, or no, he had Hope Hicks reach out to me and torch me and like hurt my feelings. That's what he goes for. And he's Sinatra. He's an a-hole, but he believes in this country, and I'm all for it. And I'm like, to take a step back and say, harumph, nation building, look at the Iran. It's a better world without Iran. It's a better world without these fanatic effing a-holes who cover the faces of what is probably the most beautiful women on the earth.
Wait, is that true, by the way? That thing he said, I saw him quote it, but I didn't see the video of it. I just saw the quote on Twitter where somebody asked who's going to take over, and he said, I'm creating jobs in Iran, too.
I only saw it on Twitter, too. I get the feeling it's too good to be true.
That would be funny if so.
I know, but unless it's in video, I tend to doubt it. So, yeah. Gerry has fired back.
Okay.
So I said, terrible take by Gerry Callahan here. Rubio wasn't saying he was compelled by Israel. He was saying it was determined that Israel would hit leadership, so we had to hit other Iranian assets. No way Israel does this without our green light. To which Gerry says, this is part of the civil war happening. So why put it that way? He just threw red meat at the blame Israel first mob, and they're devouring it. Not helpful. All right, Moneypenny, take a note. What am I replying?
Why is it my thing?
Oh, how do we hit Gerry back where it hurts?
I'm not in charge of your social media strategy.
Well, what I would say to Gerry is this. From you, by the way. I'm replying from you to him. I'm not doing this. Gerry says, why put it that way? He just threw red meat to the blame Israel first mob. Ooh. Dan Taylor says Tom is correct. And Dan Taylor
Who's
is
Dan
over.
Taylor?
He's got over 200 followers. That's all you need to know.
Wow.
Yeah. So he says Tom's correct. I would put it this way. He said, why put it that way? He just threw red meat to the blame Israel first mob, and they're devouring it. Not helpful. The blame Israel first mob is going to go after Israel no matter what. We can't. The people who know front of mind that it's the Jews, Columbine Jews, Olympic bombing Jews, marathon bombing Jews, fake Holocaust Jews, like those people can't be helped. They're going to pounce. The thing is that sometimes, and I would tell Gerry this to his face if he was here, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes, bitch, I would say to Gerry to his face.
Okay.
I would say sometimes, actually, and I'd call him MFer doing this, and I'd shove him. Like we learned in Winchester, not Chelmsford, where the pussies are. I would say sometimes you just say things the way they need to be said. And you can't account for everybody deciding that it's the Jews who are going to. That's what I would say to him. That's what I would say to him. And throw my drink on him if he was here.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, should we do the chat, or are we not there yet?
Yeah, let's head to the chat.
Okay.
By the way, I saw in Vulture that a Tourette's advocacy group has come out against, because SNL did like a takeoff on the thing about.
Oh, yeah,
the
we didn't
Tourette's
talk about
thing.
Bill and Hillary Clinton, by the way.
And the Tourette's advocates are saying that you absolutely cannot make fun of what happened at the BAFTA Awards. It's definitely not funny.
No, I saw that. So the Clintons, by the way, were
Dr. Cheswick says this is thrilling podcasting, and Trish wants to know why you're trying to kill your fill-in for Gerry gig.
I know. I'm not. He'll apologize publicly, I assume, and anyway, he'll retract his statement. Anyway, here's Hillary Clinton and a little bit from that.
Information.
Okay.
I went to the fundraiser to support my friend Nia Lowy.
All right.
Excuse me, can I interrupt?
I have
There
another.
are photos that are being released of the secretary as she is testifying from inside this room. Can you please advise me as to whether or not that's permissible and consistent with the rules, particularly given that we have asked for a public hearing? If there are photos that are being released of the secretary as she is testifying, can you please explain how that
I'm
can
done
occur?
with this. If you guys are doing that, I am done. You can hold me in contempt from now until the cows come home. This is just typical behavior.
We will go off the record.
Oh, for heaven's
So I would like
sake.
to understand how that's
So
permissible.
Bobert and Anna Paulina Luna, who we like both of them for reasons, they were outclassed by the Clintons. That's what I got from it today. I haven't watched all of it. I've watched a bunch of it. Bill and Hillary are smarter than these other people. And so, like, this is... It made me like Hillary more, actually, as a matter of fact. What is the chat saying?
Trish says there's nothing SNL could do that could top Dr. Cheswick's BAFTA parody.
Yeah, that's true. That was great. By the way, this is great. This is an actual blood war against me and Gerry Callahan.
Julian Felfield, we've mailed it in tonight.
Really? Do you?
No, not really, actually.
No, not really. No, this is me putting the Irish back in their place. There we go. All right. Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Oh.
Hey, Tom Allis, Tom Thomason.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, I'm your man when it comes to U.S. currency.
Oh.
The wheat penny was
Ooh.
a penny used for years. Then after Lincoln died, they went to the Lincoln penny.
Oh.
That started in 1959 was the first Lincoln penny, I believe. It took a while for him to get to
Really?
that. And the Lincoln
Say 1959? Really? Wow.
penny went to 2009 to 1999, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Then they went to 4 or 5 different backings for a few years. And then the
I had no idea. Did you know that there were new pennies?
No, I don't pay them. Although I think I have seen the ones with the wheat on them, the 2 little wheats going around the edge,
Okay.
like occasionally old ones.
Oh.
But
last backing was in 2025
Who knew?
for circulation. 2026, they are printing pennies, but only in uncirculated and proof sets. Those are the collector sets. It will not be in circulation. 102.
Thank you.
thank you. That was informative
Good
and
info.
helpful.
Thank you.
Hey, Billy from Manchester.
Hey, Billy.
Okay, so the box you got
Yeah.
with the 3 different ones,
Yes.
those are for you to enjoy.
Okay. Wait.
Okay?
Thank you, Billy.
Mostly me.
Now we don't like barbecue pizza. You know,
No, I like it, Billy. That's the point. You got these for me because I like barbecue. I'm the one in the
FMC
house
once
that likes
again
barbecue.
being totally disloyal. Lion FMC.
Thank you, Billy. I will have
just
the
return
barbecue
them.
sauce.
If you don't want them, return them. But anyways, the bottles with the secret sauce or whatever it's called, the bigger bottle, I will be sending 4 of those this week for you to hand out. So those are for you, or give them to whoever. I don't care. Give them to the fire station so they can make you free hot dogs. I don't know. Whatever. Don't use them. It really doesn't matter to me. But I will be sending 4 more for you to hand out, Tom, to people who will appreciate
go.
it. Because
Thank you,
obviously
Billy.
Alice does not appreciate barbecue
Correct.
pizza or barbecue sauce. Oh, my God. And you know what? I'll send you a TV too, I guess. 1 minute.
Could use a TV.
Why do we need a TV?
Lion 1996 Alice. Little puffy. Little puffy.
I think that's everyone's takeaway.
You know what, Alice? You're right. The younger generation doesn't really know about Iran. But as someone who grew up, and I'm a little older than Tom, I remember 1979, the hostage crisis.
Jerks.
It was all over the news.
Mm-hmm.
That, the double-digit inflation, that's why the bright spot of the year of 1980 was the U.S. men's hockey team.
Right.
There was very little that you could be cheerful about. And, nobody went into Iran or took care of or did anything to Iran simply because people felt that placating them with money would help them be that bad neighbor that just keeps to themselves. But instead, they just kept, messing everything up around the neighborhood.
Correct.
Finally, somebody stepped in and said, we've had enough. And, that's just how it's got to be. I got no problem with what Trump did at all.
Here. Same
And that's the main reason. It's because you have a bad neighbor. You can't get rid of them. Something has to happen.
Yep.
And he made it happen.
Not according to lying Gerry Callahan. Right, Elvie?
Well, I guess I would ask, did Israel also make all the other Gulf states get involved too?
I guess so. I mean, because they did respond by missiling everybody.
Hey, Billy from Manchester.
Hey, Billy.
So I love the fact that Alice, so profoundly said, most of these news agencies are getting former generals on, even dopey congressmen and senators who are for or against this Iran thing. But with confidence, Alice says, and we had Montante on, and he was firmly against this attack on Iran.
He is.
Wow. Hard hitting. Thank God we have his opinion. Good Lord.
Yeah,
31.
we have a really strong stable of foreign policy expertise on the Burn Barrel podcast, I would say.
Hey, Tom, Alice, Tom again.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Check your pennies. The 1954 penny. If the D indentation, D was for West Coast pennies, P are for East Coast pennies.
Wow.
If your 1954 D penny is struck twice,
I've seen that
it's
before.
got 2 D marks. That penny is worth, I believe it's a couple $100,000.
Nice.
Wow.
Error coins are very valuable to collectors, and they'll pay a lot of money for it. So the 1954 double D, it's called.
1954 double D.
Check your coins.
Here we
45.
go. We don't have a lot of pennies around here, but we could look. There might be some in the box, Alice.
Hey, Billy from Manchester.
Hey, Billy.
Okay, so just to clarify, it's 5:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time
Yeah.
on Monday.
Okay.
To clarify, I will be buying 4 bottles of
Here we go.
the secret sauce.
Ooh.
Okay? And I will be sending those to you, Tom. You disperse those any way you want.
Okay.
But I will probably be picking those up in the next couple days and shipping them out
Beautiful.
via
Thank you.
FedEx the same way.
Thank you.
There's a lot of confusion. I'm just telling you what it is. So the ones you got, the 3 different types, enjoy.
Thank you.
And 4 more will be coming to you. And you can dispense
Thank you,
those
Billy.
any way you want.
Guy,
Disperse
Alice.
them out, whatever. But just know that,
He wants to be in
I'm
your
just a
group
really
chat.
nice person, and I'm doing this
I
out
don't
of the
think
true
so,
love
does
of
he?
my heart.
He
52
does
seconds.
want to be in the group chat.
Has he said
with the
that?
guys, yeah.
Officially?
He's said it before, yeah.
I'm not in charge of the chat. Not the gatekeeper. Certainly guy
So
named-
that's why he's buying barbecue sauce for
I
other
see.
people.
We're plying the other guys with it for entry. Oh, interesting.
That's my theory.
Could work. Could work.
Hey, Mumbles.
Yes.
I appreciate you trying to deflect and say that I'm editing sound clips to make them
Correct.
sound different.
You are.
Not
Yes.
only, as you well know, not only am I not editing them, they're not even taken out of context. You are the gift that keeps on giving, and there is a lot more on the way. Trust me.
Incorrect. Incorrect. They call him Lion Tim. See how much better my Trump has gotten, Albie?
Has it?
Yeah.
Oh.
They call her Fat Mid Chud Alice. Right?
Yeah, definitely. Thanks so much for listening,
This
guys.
sounds different to
even
me
though
too.
I'm
All the music is now different.
thanks for listening, guys. Even though I'm a fat mid-chud, according to some people. Appreciate you guys sticking with us. If you want to join us on the chat in Patreon, that's patreon.com/burnbarrel. You can listen to the show ad-free there. You can get extra content. You can join the live streams. Otherwise, you can always find us for free, burnbarrelpodcast.com.